What is up, guys? Steve Conroy with Lugaway Junk Removal and Demolition. What's on the docket today? Gonna do a little versus video. Isuzu versus 350. But before we do that, got a little conversation to have about how we got here. Camera just went black, nice. Dumped the GoPro, broke it, so using this thing. So, little conversation about how I got here. We gotta talk about how I got to the place I'm in now with having an Isuzu, because I put out a video, I think it was titled, What Truck to Buy in Junk Removal, or something like that. I'll put it up in whatever the link's up here. And I basically was talking up my 350 because I love my 350, and I was kind of shitting on the Isuzus or cab overs in general, because you have the Hinos or Hinos and the fucking Fusos or the Fusos or whatever. I can't pronounce anything. And then you get the Isuzus and you get the Chevys, which is the same thing as the Isuzu, whatever. So how I got to having that. I wanted to get another 350. I couldn't find one. I wanted to get the F600 with the hook lift system. I found the 600. I couldn't find the hook lift system. It was like a year out, they said, from Stellar. Palfinger, I couldn't find one. So I scrapped that whole thing. I took my deposit back from the F600, and then I called JRA Truck Sales. I said, listen, I need a truck yesterday. So I got the financing and everything through. That's on hold. That's gonna be, you know, it's not on hold, it's just not built yet. So I don't know when I'm getting that. It's supposed to be in, I think, January or February, but it'll probably come in March or April. So I'll accept delivery of that truck whenever it gets here, but I needed another truck. I was using the truck trailer combo because I have another truck team that drives my 350 full time now. Kind of why you haven't seen me filming anything, because I have another team ripping around doing jobs all day. I have a list of jobs to do with my laborer, and I'm answering the phone all day. So I got like no time to think, but you know, you gotta, you know, roll with the punches. You're trying to grow a business. So I contacted a couple people. I said, listen, do you know anybody that has any cab and chassis or anything that's being built, all this stuff? I did not want a cab over. I did not want a cab over. I want the one from JRA that's coming because it's a junk removal body. It's got the iBox backpack. I'm gonna put a winch on it. It's got the ramp that comes out. It's got like a thing for barrels and stuff on top of the iBox. Spot for the dolly. They make these trucks for junk removal. So if you want one, go talk to them. But I needed something now. The truck trailer was not working. I was turning down work because if the 350 was, you know, booked over here and I got a call to go do a job over here, but the truck and trailer doesn't work over there because it's in the city, I have to turn down the job and say, listen, I can't get out there for, you know, another 2 days, blah, 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 whatever. So I said, I can't do this anymore. It happened 10 times in a month where I couldn't complete a job because the truck trailer was not working for the environment that we were working in. So long story short, business. Thank you for calling Lugaway. This is Steven speaking. That one call leads to 4. Day in the life right there. Booked 3 of them. 4th one, saying I was a little too high in price. Not my problem. Back to what we were talking about. So I needed a truck. I was gonna take anything. I put deposits out on, I don't even remember all 6 of the ones that I had out. But I got the call, said, hey, Ballard Truck Center in Worcester called me. They said, listen, we got an NRR coming. It's got a switch and go system on it. Are you interested? I said, absolutely. I wanted hook lifts. I didn't want switch and go. I just needed a truck. I said, give me what you have coming in. When can we do it? They got it to me in 2 months. I was very shocked. If it was the NPR with the switch and go system on it, I would not have bought it, because the NPR HD has 14.5 GVWR. Which is what the 350 has, but doing that, picking up dumpsters and stuff, that's the route that it's gonna go in, or whatever. Even with all the demolition work that we're taking on, I was like, there's no point in getting a truck that can lift dumpsters that only has a 14.5 GVWR. So when he said it was the NRR, I said, okay, sign me up. I didn't know if it was gas or diesel. I just said sign me up. So we get the paperwork going, and I'm like, so is these usually are diesel because it's a class 5 truck. He said this is the first year it's gas, and I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. I really didn't want a diesel. When I first had started filling out the paperwork, in the back of my head, I was buying this truck to use until the JRA truck came, and then I was going to sell it because I don't want to deal with a diesel truck, especially with an Isuzu, because I just hear nightmares about them. I'm sure someone's gonna comment and say that, you know, they have no problems. Neither here nor there. So that was the truck that came in. Am I happy about it? Yes. Jacked up about it. Ups and downs with the truck, lots of them, but we're gonna figure that out right now. So let's go take a peek and see some of these big differences. I'm very excited for this video. And I'm sure you guys are too, because you think that I went crazy when I bought this thing. So, first off, you can tell the difference is the front end is missing on this. They're about the same length, like 22 feet long. Keep in mind that I have the switch and go system on this. So this can comes off the back. And I bought another one over here so we can offload into. If you guys know anything about my operation, you know my transfer station hours suck, so I needed something I can offload into. But, so this thing, do a little, I thought that would have been cooler. 19.5 GVWR, 14.5 GVWR. So this can handle a much greater haul, basically, than this. This can only handle, I think, empty, that's 9.6, and this empty is 10. So this can hold 9,500 pounds, and this can only hold, I think, 4,000. So like 2 tons with that, and about 4 with this. The trailer here can hold 10, but that's something that's being towed. So let me get the, I don't think either of these are unlocked. No. Let me get the keys real quick. So let's hop in the Isuzu. So you got your little footstep. The 350's got its runners, right? So there's no real difference with that. So this is the inside of the cab. You got storage space up here, stuff behind the seats. You know, it's just regular, whatever. Let's get up in it. So the massive difference in this versus the 350, windshield, enormous. When you sit in this versus the 350 is blind spots everywhere. This, no blind spots. You're looking down on the road basically because you're so high up. You can almost see how much higher we are sitting up in this. Where the 350, you're really sitting like right here. Much greater view of just kind of everything. You got the third guy sitting in here, has much more room than the 350. This is obviously, you know, looks like, you know, quote unquote outdated stuff, but you know, it's a work truck, you know. Put your bitch in. Let's get into the 350. Here we are. We had someone sit in landscape last week and they were tight in here, but so we'll get in, and it's, you know, it's just like your regular truck, but there's a lot going on. You just don't have as great of a kind of view of what's going on. So there's that one difference. You get the weight rating difference. That GVWR is 14.5. This one is 19.5. You can haul way more with the NRR versus this. If this was an NPR HD, they would be able to handle the same amount of weight. So another big difference about them is the turning radius. So this can turn on a dime. Literally, you can do tight circles with this thing, no problem. This is classic back up reverse, 3-point turn, 4-point turn, 5-point turns. It's, you know, it's a truck. It's, you know, it's got the front end and it's got a long wheelbase. So it kind of is what it is. The weight rating is obviously huge, but that's because this is an NRR. If this was an F600 or an F550, the weight ratings would be the exact same. The only massive difference between these that I have to say that I hate about this and I love about this is driving them. When you are driving the Isuzu, this thing, especially on roads in Massachusetts, when you're going over bumps and stuff, I've been launched, you know, my head's hit the ceiling with the seatbelt on. You get launched going over just like a tiny little bump. All the shit that's in the dash comes out. You got a coffee cup, you know, in your cup holder, that comes out and spills everywhere. Driving the 350 is a lot smoother of a ride. It's more like driving a boat than anything else. When the Isuzu has a lot of weight in the back, it drives similar to that empty. So that's the massive difference between them. I absolutely hate it. I hate it. But the name of the game is having a vehicle that other people can drive. It's easy to maneuver and it just fits in places better. All the work we do in the city, thing is so easy to navigate in there, turning in and out of driveways, whatever. So those are the big differences. If you can think of any questions you have about that stuff, let me know. There's probably some that I didn't touch on, but those are really the big differences, is the turning radius and the driving. Because the cab itself, I mean, it's comfy, but it's not anything crazy. This is a very basic vehicle. This one's much more comfortable. Driving wise, much more comfortable, but you got to figure out, what do you want? I want to be able to have other guys to hop in that thing, whip it around, do jobs, bang them out, get them done. You don't have to worry about anything. Like I said, you're looking down when you're in a truck like that. If you got any questions or comments, throw them in the comments below. You guys know I get back to everybody. The decision is really up to you. What is going to be better for your business, comfortability wise, employee driving wise? It's really up to you. Both of them are workhorses. Both of them are going to get the job done. Times changed for me. I still don't know how this thing's going to run in the winter. So we'll see what happens. You guys want to expand your business, need help with SEO, Google Ads, anything like that, use the link below to JRA. You get some money off any of their services, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.